G'day friends, I'm here with Paul and Kate Grossek. G'day guys.
Hi Benny.
How are you? Good
Great.
Hey, Benny.
Good. Thanks for coming over for dinner.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, no worries. So we're just going to have a bit of a chat, informal chat about Jeunesse. And so how did you guys find out about Jeunesse?
Chance meeting with our farrier.
Yeah, my farrier Sammy was trimming my horse's feet, and as you do when your horse's feet are getting trimmed, you chat away, and I noticed her skin looked really nice, and I asked her about it and said, what have you been doing with your skin? It looks really good. And she said, I've got a new business, I'm distributing a skincare range using adult stem cell technology. And I was like, wow, that sounds really interesting, because I'm quite interested in science, related things, and I'm like, that sounds, like something I might, want to do as a business. And she, told me a little bit about the business model. She was fairly new herself.
All this,
literally, while we were trimming the horse, and I was like, okay, cool. I said, what do we do now? And she goes, best thing to do is to meet, my mentor Ellen. And a few hours later that night, they were at our house.
She came around to our house
Ellen
and showed us the business model.
Yep.
And I pretty much said to Kate then and there, I said, look, if we're going to get involved in this, we've got to jump on to the largest pack, basically.
Yeah.
So
you're pretty committed, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're the kind of people that we follow our gut instinct with things, and if something feels right, we don't sort of we make a decision, and we're quite decisive people, and we just went, that's it, and there's no looking back.
At first we decided that once we joined, we decided, well, we'll do a month of using all the products, because in order to be passionate about the company, we had to be passionate about the products.
Definitely.
So we tried all the products for 1 month, and after that we jumped straight in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about this. So tell us about what happened for you, your experience with your pigmentation.
Oh, okay. So initially, I've never used skincare before. Coming from the building industry and trade, it's not really something that guys
do.
Yeah. So Kate goes, oh, did you know that this serum will get rid of pigmentation? And I'm like, okay. And my mum always used to say to me, oh, wipe your face. You've got something. Yeah. And I said, Mum, it's just.
It's me.
It's
me.
So thanks, Mum. Yeah. Anyway, so I put it on, and I started to notice within 2 weeks it had basically just started to diminish. Yeah. So I can honestly say I'm a tradie that uses skincare now.
And also Reserve, we had an amazing, result with as well, because we've all had chronic chest infections. Paul, Chloe, and I, all asthmatic, and we get very sick a lot, and for the last year we've had no antibiotics, none of us. Which, if you know what we're like before, we were very sickly people. So, yeah.
So then you guys obviously got started and said, right, we're gonna give this a go. So how did that come about?
So after using the products for about that 6 weeks, I think it was the start of February, and we saw Ellen Williams was going to a cafe in Beaconsfield where she had regular catch-ups with her team, and I said to Paul, let's go along and meet some people and find out what we do now, because we've never done anything like this before. And to cut a long story short, I think an hour later I was booked on a flight to go to Brisbane with Ellen and Donna Blackhall just
Ellen
to learn
said
the
that she goes, I tend to go up to Queensland on a business trip, and I said, oh, well, the next one that you go on, Kate's going with you, and she's like, yep, done.
So I left Paul and Chloe at home, and for the first time I spent 4 nights, and just listened and learned, and I was like a little sponge, just taking everything in. So it all started from there.
So it sounds like you guys were together from the start.
Absolutely, yeah.
Always.
So, yeah, and even our journey in the whole business for the last 12 months, we've always been each other's rock. So if one person's had a bad day where they might have
lost a bit of motivation for some reason,
the other person is there to pick them up and basically keep them going. And
I guess our why for doing this is very strong, because I come from a corporate, I come from a traditional background. It was ingrained in me, you've got to go to university, get a degree, get a job, and I managed an IT help desk for many years, worked long hours for little pay, and I stopped doing that when I had Chloe 5 years ago, and Paul has for years worked as a builder and shop fitter and worked really hard, and about 3 years ago we decided the only way to get ahead is to have your own business. So we thought we were doing the right thing, and I quit my job.
And how did that work out?
Well, what I found was, I'd be out doing 120 hours a week. I was the first to get up, the last to get home.
You wouldn't see us for
last
a week.
To get paid. Sometimes I went a week without seeing Kate. Chloe had gone up to 7 days sometimes without seeing me.
And often we were owed, thousands and thousands of dollars, and we had to pay other people. And the roller coaster of that. I mean, we're still doing that, but we wanted to get out of that. We wanted some time and to find that balance. And it's all about the balance and helping other people, which is huge, a huge thing that we're very passionate about. So
Okay, now tell me. So when did the belief come that you could go Sapphire? When did that happen?
I'd say around that conference in May. We went to our first conference, which was the Australian conference in May. It was about 3 months in, and we were pearls at that conference by that stage. And spending a couple of days there with the leaders and getting the training.
And also getting to meet Wendy and Randy was pretty exciting.
Newman,
yeah.
Hearing their stories and seeing what humble people they are as well, and they're the kind of people you want to align yourself with. And from that point onwards, we have not looked back. We've got so many live events.
Very committed people here.
We drive from our
very
farm.
Committed.
We live on a farm in Lang Lang, so if anyone doesn't know, that's near Phillip Island. And we drive to Preston, Brighton, Riva every month in St Kilda. We drive everywhere for our team, and we're
very committed.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah. It's our date night.
They're having a lot of dates too, by the way. So tell me, okay, so you've set the goal to go Sapphire. Tell us, what was it like when you did it?
Almost like there was the excitement, but also a weight off our shoulder. It was almost like we'd put a lot of pressure on ourselves to get there. So it was a little bit of a relief, but also excitement. So we had this huge task that we wanted to try to get it in a shorter time frame. Yeah. And then when we got it, it was just it was mixed emotions. So we had excitement, but also
but we also knew we have a lot more work to do. And I think the thing is as well, what I love about this business is we made Sapphire, but we still had so much to learn, and we still have so much to learn. And we've even between Sapphire and now, like in the last month since we went to Noosa in February for our first leadership retreat. I mean, just from there to now, we've had a massive growth, and our whole mindset's changed. We're using the systems more, and there are things we learned last year, but they didn't click for us. Yeah. So to get to that level and still feel like we didn't really know what we're doing, I guess, it's given us that belief that we can go the whole way with this.
I know the answer to this question, but do you guys listen to audios?
Yes, absolutely, we do. Definitely.
There might be a clue there. Yes. So what's your favourite audios?
We love GoPro.
Do I have to pick one, or can I pick multiple?
Say a few. What's really helped you guys?
So GoPro was the initial one, and I found that was brilliant for just getting out there, and if you wanted to do some cold calling. I found the scripts were really good. Obviously I wouldn't script it, but I would use the system in order to basically give myself the confidence of getting on the phone and following through. And making the shift is another sensational one as well.
Cool.
Yeah, MLM Nation, the podcast as well. There's so many wonderful. And my favourite thing is actually a book I've read recently called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, which people might have seen my videos.
And one that I'm on at the moment is the 10x rule.
Okay, that's
sensational.
A good one.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Yeah.
So let's just say you're brand new. Someone's brand new watching this. What advice would you give them to start?
Biggest advice I would give them is there's a fine line between wanting to learn everything and be perfect at something, and then not actually doing the action.
Good, yes.
But then also being too enthusiastic and jumping in and scaring people away. So I think having that balance and really surrounding yourself with the right people and really plugging into the system and not reinventing the wheel, because the system is so easy to follow, and it's all there. It's all there for you. And I guess that's a mistake we did make. Everyone probably makes. We did spend a bit of time probably trying to reinvent the wheel with some things, and we've learned that now. And it's so much easier for us now, and we feel like we can be better leaders to our team. And
I'd probably best advice I'd say is if you're concerned that there's not going to be enough support, or you're not sure what to do, there is so much support out there, and there's a fantastic system in place. And if you lock into that system, it's effortless. Yeah, it seriously is.
And you've just got to be who you are at the end of the day. That's the other thing. You've got to be authentic to you and be true to yourself, and the right people will be attracted to you that you're meant to have in your business.
Okay. So what's the next goal?
The next goal is Sapphire Elite, which is...
So we're aiming for Sapphire Elite next, and what we've decided to do, and we're going to set a goal for our team members as well. So we want to initially help them get to Sapphire, So we're starting from scratch again.
To do
we're
the same
we're
thing again,
pretending
yeah.
that we're new at this business,
Wow,
and we want to go Sapphire again.
Yeah.
beautiful.
So if we can
Duplicate what we've
duplicate what we've already done and show our team that we can do it from scratch, there's no reason why anyone else can't do
Yeah.
it.
That's fantastic, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And what's the reward for doing that? Or I know the answer, but what's the reward?
The reward for getting there means that we've helped people.
No,
Yeah.
but didn't you say America was your...
America? Oh, we're going to
Oh.
America in October.
Yeah.
We've got a team
Because
member.
we've got a
over
team
there.
member over there as well, yeah.
So our family holiday to Disneyland with Chloe, and we'll go
Yeah.
over for the World Conference. We'll meet Cara, who's one of our team members, doing
Yeah.
amazing things, and we'll take Chloe to Disneyland and make a holiday out of it, because that's what this business is about. So
Yeah.
having the
Travelling,
freedom
having
to
fun.
travel and meet new people.
It's amazing. When I went to your farm, I could see that you've got a lot more balance, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so, I mean,
We don't want to leave our farm, which is why we do this.
I
We don't wanna
find with
work
my
for
job,
someone.
I can sometimes come in to a shopping centre and I've got 11 days from the moment that hoarding goes up to the moment I have to have that shop trading. So it can be high pressure. So to be able to come back to my farm, I get a lot of balance. So to be able to just go
Yeah.
for a stroll, go feed the
Play
animals.
with the animals.
A lot of people say, oh, it must be such hard work on your farm, but it's actually leisure. It's
love it.
time away from stress. So,
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
we love our farm so much, so that we want to stay there. I don't want to go back to working for someone. In fact, I'll
Yeah.
never go back to working for someone.
No, not at all.
So,
Well, thanks, guys. That was a nice little insight into your lives. Thanks again
Thank
for
you.
coming.
thanks,
Good on you,
Benny.
mate.
No,
Thank you.
thank you. Thanks, Benny.
Hope that was insightful.